What's up, you guys? This is Kyle here, coming back to you with another mining shed update video. Today we're in my office here with a new space that I just set up to start recording better quality YouTube videos for you guys. So let me know down below what you think of this space and if you want to see more videos like this with me in front of the camera. Today's main topic, Bitcoin mining profitability, and boy is it terrible. The shed profits are down immensely. Right now we're making like $2,500 a month profit, which is about $2,000 less than what we were making about a month ago. So things are going great. The good news about winter mining is that my electric rate is cheaper. So it's only about 6 cents per kilowatt hour instead of about 10 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's helpful. So our electric bill is sitting around $650 a month. I'm usually on the conservative side with that because I don't want to ever write off too much and get a little bit of the house in there. So I always undercut it, but it's about $650 to $700 a month, somewhere between there. Because of the price decreases, I've kind of changed my strategy a little bit on what coins I'm keeping and what coins I'm not. I've finally come up with a good plan, so we'll also talk about that. You can see exactly what I'm keeping, what I'm selling, why I'm doing it, and so on. Then we're going to talk about immersion cooling, my plans with it, and why I'm excited about it. And finally, we'll talk about some other future plans so you can kind of see where the shed's headed in the future. All right, so first things first, Bitcoin mining profitability. This is incredibly important because this is a big part of my income stream right now. So the fact that profits are down obviously is not ideal. Luckily, I don't completely rely on this income, and I'm going to be able to hold until I can sell it when it's a good price and whatnot. So that's all good, but it's still a bummer to see the number drop, right? So as you can see here, just looking at my miner stat dashboard, the Bitcoin miners are hurt the most. These things were producing about $1,000 of income a month ago, and now they're producing like 600 or so. You can see my Ethereum rig is still making about $400 to $500 a month, depending on the day. And the Dogecoin one, the Litecoin one, that one's been hurt a good amount too. That's down about 50% as well. So interesting to see that Ethereum is actually staying the most stable during this downturn before Christmas here. So the plan right now is to keep all of my Bitcoin, one, because I believe in Bitcoin a lot, and then two, because its price is down a lot and I don't want to sell when it's down like this. The way the ratios work out with how much income I have coming from different coins, I can afford to keep all the Bitcoin and sell my Ethereum and Litecoin and Dogecoin, and that pays all of my bills, helps me kind of break even every month. So I won't be taking any money home, but I won't have to be spending any of my own money to keep the lights on, you know what I mean? Oh, and once my new Antminer L7 shows up, that'll help me start saving for future upgrades and new machines and stuff like that, because that's going to be something I want to do regularly in the future to stay ahead of the curve and whatnot. So next thing I want to talk about is immersion cooling. I know a lot of you have heard of it, but if you haven't heard of it before, the concept is basically taking computer hardware, submersing the miners in a fluid that's non-conductive. So obviously water wouldn't work, but they have different mineral spirits and stuff like that that you can submerge electronics into, and you use water or a water-like liquid substance to dissipate heat rather than moving air. So it's using liquid instead of gas to dissipate that heat essentially. It's a pretty cool concept. The key benefits are obviously noise, and then it's just a bit more efficient and more reliable for your systems because there's no vibrating fans that can cause anything to break on it and whatnot. And if this is sounding like I'm repeating what Space Design Warehouse is saying, it's because I totally am. I just saw his video and I'm pumped up on immersion cooling. So shout out to him for getting me onto this idea. I'd been doing some research in the past, but I put the idea away until he came out with his video with a cool company that he's working with, who I've reached out to, and I'm hoping to be able to purchase some of their equipment in the future and convert the shed over to immersion cooling. It's kind of a big undertaking, and I know I just spent all this time with air cooling and whatnot, but it really didn't cost me that much time or money to get the air cooling to where it is now. So to be able to convert it to immersion cooling before next summer when that heat comes in is going to be huge, because where I'm at right now isn't going to be good enough for the July months in Kansas. So stay tuned for that. As I get more updates from them and as I start buying stuff from them, I will be posting updates on here, and that whole build will be completely documented on YouTube. So you guys can kind of figure out what it takes for an average guy with a few miners to set up immersion cooling at his house would do. And this is totally something you could do in your basement or something like this. So it's a completely feasible way to buy ASIC miners and actually run them at your house instead of needing some other building away from where you live to run them, since they're really loud. This gets the noise completely out of the equation. The only noise you have is from like the radiator or like the heat pump system, which you could put outside your home just like you put an AC condenser outside. So it would blend in a lot better and it'd be more discreet, and you wouldn't have to listen to the noise all the time, which I've done that and it's not fun. Last thing I want to talk about is helium mining. It's something I'm super passionate on, and I've got one miner on order. I don't have any yet, but hopefully that'll be showing up in the next month or two. I ordered a Synchrobit one. For those of you that are going to ask which one I should get the Bobcat. Bobcat's the only company that's been delivering consistently and actually meeting somewhat their deadlines. I know they're still super swamped because everyone wants one, but Bobcat's doing the best out of everyone in the business. So definitely look into that. But anyways, I'm really excited about getting this miner. Once I get it, I'll be uploading videos on how to set it up, profits, everything like that. My plan is to buy more of them in the future and actually start putting them at a friend of mine's Airbnbs. Which is kind of a cool little way. If you guys have your own little markets and you're like, I don't know where to put all these miners, I have 5 or I want to buy 5, find someone who has Airbnbs. And for someone like an Airbnb, they're paying that internet bill every month, and they're not getting anything out of that other than providing internet for their guests. So if you come in and you say, hey, I've got this hotspot, it won't be obtrusive at all, it doesn't make any noise, it doesn't use any power, I'll give you $100 a month. It's a pretty cool little strategy to find locations, and Airbnbs are typically in populous areas that are like nice and upcoming and whatnot, like downtowns and whatnot. So really cool opportunity, especially if you don't live somewhere where you have a place to put one. Something to look into. But anyways, I've been rambling enough here. I'm gonna wrap it up here. Let me know what you think of this video format. I know this is kind of different. I know there's a lot of talking, not a lot of doing. I know I put some video overlays in the video so that way you wouldn't just be bored staring at my face the whole time. But I'm curious what you think of this. Do you want to see more of this? What do you want to see? Share some ideas in the comments down below. I'm still coming up with video ideas and I'm still making them. But it's always helpful when the community says, hey, I want to see this. It makes it a lot easier for me to provide what you guys want to see. So anyways, leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. All right, peace.